Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, December 12th. It's 9:07 in the a.m. Technically, I need to be focusing on East Coast time, so 10:07 in the a.m. 540 miles, estimated 9 hours and 13 minutes to get there. Has to be delivered today. Hopefully we don't have any problems along the way. I had to make some phone calls this morning. I woke up at like 6, and even then my 10 hours wasn't up, but I couldn't start making phone calls till about 7:30, 8 o'clock window. Downside when you're out here on the road all the damn time, when you're working every damn day, can't really do shit in person, so you put it off until you have to have it taken care of. So that was one of those instances this morning with the bank I had to deal with. Otherwise, I'd have been on the road. I was on 11 hours and 20 minutes with my 10 hours is what I took on break. So an hour of that was on the phone. I was wanting to get out earlier this morning because I know I'm crossing over to East Coast time, and I'm losing an hour of time. And trying to find a place to park on the East is just ridiculous after like 2 o'clock, it seems. So once we drop this off at Home Depot in Lake Park, Georgia, we need to shoot over towards Kathleen, Georgia. I'm not sure how far to Kathleen I'll get tonight, but maybe not even get towards there at all. Maybe just park right after and then deadhead that next 150 miles in the morning. We'll figure that out as we go. But I got a couple breakfast burritos out of here. I said, what are in them? He said, one's got chicken, egg, and cheese. The other one's got sausage, egg, and cheese. I'm like, all right, let me get 2 of them. I said, let me get one of each. He didn't tell me there was beans in the chicken one. This is some hobby Indian, I don't know what nationality. I guess I'm just race profiling. My bad. But I don't know how to explain them any other way. So, anyhow, sausage, egg, and cheese burrito is pretty good. Pre-trip's done. We're just going to finish out breakfast and then hit the road. So stick around. We'll see what this day entails by the end of it. Thanks for being here, y'all. Hey, what's going on, y'all? We decided to stop at a Circle K in Childersburg, Alabama. We have knocked out 239 about 540 miles we started with today. So we're about 300 miles away. Estimated 5 hours, 25-minute drive time from here. We're going to go ahead and do a 30. We stopped here to use the restroom, but I've been here for a few minutes, so we're going to go ahead and finish out 30 here. And I went inside, refreshed, and got a couple waters. But something that I haven't had in a long time, chocolate milk. Yeah, it's not good for all the body stuff. I remember chocolate milk used to be really, really great. And I grew up in West Virginia, so we have a brand there called Valley Bell. And I don't know, maybe it's a psyche thing, but it just doesn't taste this. I haven't tried this one yet, but other brands just don't taste the same, even though they're all regional, pretty much, because local regions versus, national, all that crap. So this is a Shamrock Farms chocolate milk. It's not as chocolatey as our Valley Bell is back at home. I can tell you that. So we are, let's see, we're looking, like I said, we're looking to be there about 7:30. Well, after this 30, probably about 7:45, 7:50. And by the time we leave out of there, it'll be after 8 o'clock. Odds are I won't be doing any of the deadhead, the 150-mile deadhead over towards Kathleen. Hopefully, I'm just going to try to find the closest place I can park from there and just sleep the night away. That's the plan, and then do the deadhead in the morning and knock out as much of that trip back to Jackson, Missouri, or Mississippi. I keep saying Jackson, Missouri, but it's Jackson, Mississippi. I think now I got me second guessing myself. Workflow. Pre-assignments. Yes, Jackson MS. So, yeah, we'll see how it all works out. It's been a drive day, and it's all the rest of it's just going to be a drive day as well. So, we've been here 20 minutes. We're going to try to hold off the 10 and go from there. So, stay tuned, guys, and we'll see what happens the rest of the day. So, we've a couple hours down the road now, and it was abruptly reminded of why I quit drinking chocolate milk. Term lactose intolerant comes to mind. Now, funny thing about that is, they used to be when I was younger, no problem. I got older, and it wound up being a big problem. I had to give up dairy completely, but here lately, it hasn't bothered me. Like white milk doesn't bother me at all, whole milk. That chocolate milk did, but it was actually pretty good timing because I had been debating about fuel. I did a fuel search this morning before I left, and the cheapest was went all the way to Lake Park, Georgia. Problem is, I didn't think I had enough fuel to get to Lake Park, Georgia. It was just under a half a tank when we started out today. And then I was looking at other cheaps. I'm like, well, shit, it's not very cheap between here and there. Even then, there was $2.92 a gallon, and all the Pilot Flying J's. Now I'm also running US 281, US 280 down here on the back roads, not on the interstates. Now, usually you hear me say, I'll take an interstate path, even if it's longer, if the time is quicker than the 50 to 60 mile shorter route, because it's quicker. Maybe longer, but it's quicker. However, usually when I say that, I'm not going to have to go through Atlanta, hit 285, and all that jazz. So this time I decided just to avoid Atlanta altogether. Took 22 down to 281. I've been on 281 and 280 since then. Now, it's 60 miles shorter than the highway trip would have been. 10 minutes longer on trucker path. But again, I'm avoiding Atlanta. So, I'm okay with that. So, but as I was passing through here, I was like, holy shit, I noticed this racetrack in Opelika, Alabama. $3.14 a gallon. I was like, okay, cool. That's cheaper than a discounted rate would be. I don't remember seeing this actually pop up on that thing, so I pulled in here, give it a chance. Looks like the payment system is just like QT. So is Racetrack and QT a thing? Their def here is $4 a gallon, so it's not QT def, but the whole payment I was curious. I've never gotten fuel at the Racetrack before, so I was curious of whether use my card at the pump or go inside and prepare or whatever. But I used it at the pump, and the prompts looked exactly like QT. So if they are a thing, the def prices are different, but I bet it's a program, so I'm sure many companies use that program. And it's currently 3:33. No, that's Central Time. 4:33 Eastern Time. I haven't crossed into Eastern Time yet, but we're operating off that time. And it's lunchtime, so I got a chicken, bacon, and cheese sandwich. I'm looking at it now. It's got some sauce on it. Probably, I would say it's probably like a zesty, maybe a Popeyes kind of sauce. It's definitely a Southwestern Cajun style sauce or something. And potato wedges and a monster. So I'm going to scarf down lunch. We're still 3 hours and 47 minutes away, 213 miles. Scarf this down, get back on the road. Of course, you're going to make us later there. We'll probably get there about 8:15 now. 8:20, depending on how long I stay here. We got 5 hours and 43 minutes on our 11-hour clock. 3 hours and 47 minutes to get there. So we'll have a couple hours to figure out where to park. All right, welcome back. I am now parked at the Flying J off of Exit 2 in Lake Park, Georgia. Delivered the load at the Home Depot and went and got it empty, and now we're here. It was like 2-3 miles away. It's right off the exit we got to, so yeah, closest place. And now we're gonna sit in I was looking at the Frito-Lay load. I thought it was an 8 a.m. to, yeah, it is. Okay. It's all day pickup tomorrow. My ETA is about 11:45 to be there, judging by the system. But it also says 155 miles from here, so, or at least from Home Depot. So let's put in that address in the trucker path and see what it says. Highway 247, Kathleen, Frito-Lay. That's it. 146 miles from my current location, at least into the initial estimate. Because Lake Park is just below Valdosta, Georgia, so where I'm at. But that's 154 miles, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, is that? Where am I at? That's 75. 75. Sorry, it's yeah. 75 all the way up. We got cut off and go out. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. It should be a fairly decent ride tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so we'll see. But 75 from Lake Park to Kathleen shouldn't be too bad. I'd probably be there about 11. And then it's 445 miles to Jackson, Mississippi, where the delivery is. Now, that'll be fine. Now, today is the final day. Today is Friday. You're seeing this. Today's the final day. This is the 5th number, the 5th video this week, which is the 5th number. The very first one was super, super easy, right? And it also told you to go what part of the last week's live stream to go listen to know exactly what the rules were and how to enter. I need you to do that. I got a question there the other day because apparently I didn't mention it. I figured everybody knew it. My email to contact me is in the description. Contact me, that's where you email me the numbers. So now that you have all 5 numbers, this is the 5th one right here. The first one was easy, and now I just made this one easy for you, right? But 2, 3, and 4, you have to pay attention to the video. You got to find it. It's there. I got timestamps saved, which will show up on the live, because you have to be present to win. So if you email me all the numbers and they're correct, then you'll be put in the drawing. You'll be put on the list, and then we're going to spin a wheel. So be at the live Saturday evening. This Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll probably do the drawing about 20 after, roughly. Somewhere between 7:20 and 7:30. So make sure you're there, okay? Give me these emails. Make sure you have all five numbers, man. I'm telling you, I'd hate for you to draw your name. And one, you're not, well, you won't be on the list if I draw your name. I'd hate for you not to be able to take advantage of it if you send me an email. If you send me an email and I reply, you're in, that means you got it correct. If you send me an email and I don't reply, well, I'll reply and I'll just say, try again. That's what I'll say. I'll say, try again. And then you have until Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I believe it's either 3 or 5. But honestly, if we get like last second emails while we're setting up still, I'll probably accept it. Okay, so as long as you're in the stream Saturday night, eligible to win. And I also have some announcement things a couple other announcements to mention as well. So be sure you're at the live Saturday night. Good luck to everybody. Really appreciate all the support you show me, and I know KO does too. So thank you so much for all that. And anything else today? This is drive day, right? It was just a drive day. I had to knock out. I don't like driving. And right now, what I say is, did I tell you it's 9:47? We did 535 miles today, so we knocked out what we had to do to get here and get this load delivered. I don't like things like this being late, but I said I'm going to do it, and I even talked to my BR, and I told her I'd have everything delivered right, if everything be on time. So if I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So anyway, that's it. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.